Hi guys, my name is Simon too. I'm an award-winning singer, songwriter, and a vocal coach, and I teach in Beijing, Taipei, LA, etc. And today I would like to share with you guys how to release your throat tension in 5 minutes. But before I do so, I have a few questions that people keep asking me, so I have to get to that first. If I have a thick voice, is it harder for me to sing high notes? No, it shouldn't be. With the right technique, you should be able to overcome that. However, when you have a thick voice, a lot of people mistaken a thick voice with pushing really hard. For example, if a person sings like "ta," like that, they're pushing, right? It sounds like, wow, that's a thicker voice than "ta," or "ta." Like so, it is stronger for briefly, but that's almost like you're pinching the muscles. So if you're doing that, then that is not technically a thick voice. It's not a thick natural voice. That's just pushing. Okay, so if you're pushing really hard, yes, it's going to be harder for you to reach the high notes. But with the right technique, with the same relaxation in the body, the breath control, the release of the tongue tension, and the overtones, the flip over, and opening the mouth space, it should be the same. It should be the same if you have a bigger voice or smaller voice. Next question. How come I can sing higher in my choir voice compared to my normal voice? Okay, that's a very good question. So in choir voice, a lot of times we're doing straight tones like without vibrato, right? And or you're doing like oh, tell to me remember. So I'm doing like semi falsetto. I'm doing falsetto. So if you're doing falsetto, yes, you can sing higher because it's called falsetto, right? False voice. So you're creating a false sound that's you can sing higher, but it's actually kind of weak and it's less of a real voice, right? So if you want to switch from a choir voice to like your own natural voice with vibrato, with power, with dynamics, with control, you're utilizing different muscles. You have to relax the muscles around your vocal cords a lot more when you're doing natural voice most of the time. And so you're utilizing completely different muscles. That's almost like saying like, hey, if I can ice skate, can I also rollerblade? It's similar, but it's still not quite the same thing. You're using different muscle groups. The balance is different on the different edges, right? Etc. You just have to start practicing more of these vocal exercises that we share throughout the week. And that will help you with your normal voice, your natural voice, okay? How do I know what I need to work on for my voice? Okay, come on, that's a tricky question because I never heard your voice before, so I don't know where to start. But I did see your comments, so I think you DM'd me, so I have to go over that. Send me some stuff. Send me some stuff that you're working on, and I'll try to get to that. And take a look at what your vocal cords are doing. What are you doing with your singing routine, etc. All right, so now let's get back to the original topic: how to release throat tension in 5 minutes. So today I have an exercise for you. I'm sure a lot of you may have taken classes before and you've done like do re mi fa so fa mi re do exercises in vowels, right? So today I want to add something to that. I want to add an H. So an H before your exercises. So for consonants, I want to pre-release the air. So what do I mean by that? For vowels, if I'm doing ahs, I want to turn it into ha's, right? I'm adding an H. If I'm doing like that, like that, a lot of people sing like that, right? I want to add more air before my vowel. So on the consonant, that. Do you see that? I'm releasing air before my vowel. So for consonants, I want to pre-release the air. For vowels, I want to add an H. All right, and this is what it's gonna sound like. So instead of I'm gonna do ha's. Ha. 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 Do you see what I'm doing? I'm doing huh. I'm adding a huh sound before it, okay? So for consonants, I want to pre-release the air. So I'm gonna do, let's do that, okay? So instead of that, I'm gonna fat, okay? Fat, fat, fat. And remember, always continue your smile, right? We talked about smile in the past. Smile from mask space, backspace, and your sport, all right? But this time we're just adding a little bit of huh sound and pre-release of your air to help you relax the throat tensions, trying to get some more breath control into the sound before it's there, so we're not using these muscles around the vocal cords to help to push. All right, I hope you guys learned something today. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, comment below, and then I'll try to get to that before the next video. All right, well, thanks for watching. My name is Simon too, and see you next week. Ciao.
We will win, we will win. We'll stand up and rise together again.